Hello and welcome back to the Warrior Way News. I'm Rowdy and this is Taylor.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm practicing for All-State Choir. My audition is tomorrow.
Okay then. Here's Thomas with the story.
Every year, the state of Nebraska holds a statewide all-state chorus that all students grades 9 through 12 are allowed to audition for, and every year, Crofton has students that audition for the chance to sing there. There are 8 different parts that students can audition for: soprano 1 and 2, alto 1 and 2, tenor 1 and 2, and bass 1 and 2. This year, Crofton has 13 different students auditioning. For seniors, Kaylee Cook and Mackenzie Mellum are auditioning as soprano 2s, Taylor Ahrens is auditioning as an alto 2, and Gabriel Potts and Thomas Honeywell are auditioning as bass 1s. Crofton also has 4 juniors auditioning: Quinn Schieffer as a soprano 2, Kelsey Schieffer as an alto 1, Gavin Potts as a tenor 2, and Wayne Bilka as a bass 1. Alongside them are 2 sophomores, Carly Schieffer and Roy Knapp as an alto 1 and bass 1 respectively, and 2 freshmen, Rory Schmidt and Jeffrey Berger, also as an alto 1 and bass 1 respectively. 3 of Crofton's current auditioners are also all-state veterans, having made it in years prior. Those students are Gabriel and Gavin Potts and Quinn Schieffer. These students know firsthand what a great honor it is to get to sing in this chorus. All-State is the greatest experience that I've ever gone to for choir, said Gabriel Potts. Being able to be at an event where everyone is like-minded and their passion for music is amazing. Quinn Schieffer even described the event as being the best time of her life. The audition process itself can be very difficult, however. The All-State people are looking for a certain voice for the choir, said Quinn. Plus, it's even harder for students in smaller towns to make it because students in bigger towns like Omaha and Lincoln have more access to private lessons for their auditions. But all of this makes me more determined to make it this year because I made it last year. I have to put more pressure on myself. These students are not left without guidance, however, as Crofton's choir director, Katie Kleinschmidt, is there to help them with any difficulties they may have with their auditions. The music they sing is on a much higher level than our normal music and requires a lot of time to prepare, but it's fun to see the students grow in confidence as they prepare their auditions, said Kleinschmidt, and it's exciting to see almost half of my choir audition for such a prestigious honor. However, not every student will be accepted to All-State. Of the 15 students who auditioned last year, only 5 were accepted: Tyler Jansen, Jameis Hendricks, Gabriel and Gavin Potts, and Quinn Schieffer. I hope that everyone feels like they gave their best audition, whether they make it or not, stated Kleinschmidt. The All-State experience is one that they will never forget. The students will send in their auditions for All-State on Friday, October 4th and Saturday, October 5th, and the results showing whether they made it or not will be announced approximately 2 weeks later.
Good luck to all Crofton singers auditioning for All-State. Now we'll move on to the next FFA Dairy Judging with Taylor.
"32 Crofton FFA members put their judging skills to the test at the District Dairy Judging Contest in Hardington on September 25th. The junior high team came out on top with a first-place win. Josie Anthony placed first out of 32. Kaylee Malk finished with 4th. Hannah Schieffer received 5th. Claire Steffen placed 9th. And Emma Bilka and Robbie Fisher both earned red ribbons. The junior team received first place. Piper Dather received 1st out of 83. Madison Peterson came out with 4th place. Megan Tramp earned 14th. Jaden Jordan finished with 19th, and Garrett Bushcamp and Brooklyn Fiskus earned red ribbons. The alternate team also came out on top with first place. Kodiak Sewing placed 1st out of 37. Ashley Tramp came up with 3rd. Samantha Strunk received 8th. Ava Baker placed 9th, and Henry Steffen, Tom Burbach, and Lillian Weber earned red ribbons in the division. Finally, the senior team earned 3rd place. Anastasia Sewing received 6th out of 78. Lauren Bushcamp placed 10th. Jaden Zimmerman took 15th. Jaron Sage received 17th, while Calvin Dather received a blue ribbon, and Abby Steffen and Tyler Potts earned reds. Junior Jaden Zimmerman commented that we utterly rocked the competition. The district dairy judging contest consisted of 6 stations: general knowledge, aged cows, 2-year-old calves, fall and spring yearlings, and a coal keep class. Students judge dairy cows and determine which are desirable cows. Members prepared for this competition by studying as a group during homerooms and looking over desirable traits in cattle. This contest teaches the students decision-making skills and helps them have knowledge of standards in the agriculture industry. We'll run on over to the golf course where Crofton recently hosted the home cross-country meet. Here's Roddy with the scoop.
On September 27th, the Crofton Cross Country squad lined up at the Lakeside Golf Course and competed with 9 separate schools. The first to line up at the 5K run were the varsity Lady Warriors. The Lady Warriors got 4th altogether. Sophomore Kira Altwine led the team with a time of 23:36 and got 14th place. Junior Kelsey Schieffer followed with a time of 24:45 and came in 18th. After Kelsey came sophomore Ashley Tramp with a time of 26:12 and came in 23rd out of the cast of runners. Junior Abigail Steffen crossed the line at 26:33 and came in at 26. Sophomore Emma Newhoffen ran a time of 27:11 and finished at 31st. Senior Kira Vordenhagen ended up with a time of 30:59 and placed 40th. In the girls' junior varsity race, freshman Ariel Lammers ran the time of 28:36 while placing 6th. Sophomore Brooklyn Fiskus came in at 29:35 and placed 10th. Soon after, the varsity men lined up for the second 5K race of that day. Junior Connor Arns placed at 2nd with a time of 17:26. Behind Connor came senior Gabriel Potts, who crossed at 18:47 and was the 20th person to finish this race. Next that crossed the line from Crofton was junior Colby Zolke, who had a time of 19:47 and placed 34th out of this selection of runners. Sophomore Roy Knapp charged the finish and timed 21:20 and placed 44th. Junior David Phillips followed right behind Roy, timing 21:25 and placed 45th in this race. Senior Thomas Honeywell placed 50th and timed 23:17. In the boys' junior varsity race, sophomore Austin Gunther ran a time of 23:47 and placed 32nd. It's races like these that can really take it out of you, commented Roy Knapp. The cross-country team will run at Lakeview Golf Course in Crofton on October 10th in the Mid-State Conference meet. Boy, all that running sure made me hungry.
Well, let's fuel up and hit the road for our next article on the FCS Food Truck Project with Jace.
Throughout the semester, Crofton's FCS class has been working on what Family Consumer Science teacher Jonelle Taney has named the Amazing Food Race. The class was tasked with researching the different foods of the region assigned to them. They started off the project by doing a PowerPoint presentation for the region, after which was followed by a food and travel TV show. Now they are doing a food truck face-off. I'm hoping they learn more about the world and the different variety of foods, commented Taney. The main reason the FCS class is doing the project, according to Taney, is to learn about the diversity of cultures and how they are all tied together through food. 2 examples, according to Dominic Strivens, one of the FCS students, are meat for Latin America and poultry for North America. Another major reason for the project, according to Taney, is to learn about My Plate and national food. According to Strivens, they aren't doing Australia due to it not being a chapter in the textbook. So far, we have studied Africa, the Middle East, and South America. We're planning on doing Europe and Asia before heading back to the US, said Taney.
The Crofton Music Boosters are hosting a fundraiser, and it would be too bad if you miss out. A tuba ensemble is traveling around Crofton and surrounding communities, and it will look sharp in your yard. But if it does land on your property, you have some options. First, there's the Be Gone. This just removes the tuba ensemble from your yard for a donation of $15. You can also march on and repeat at a suggested address. You have the opportunity to send it on to as many yards as you wish for a donation of $10 each. Or the Don't Trouble Me Again. This is an insurance policy to guarantee the ensemble does not return to your yard. This donation will cost you $30. If you post it on Twitter, make sure to tag @Crofton Warriors or the @Crofton Band or both. Or if you post it on Facebook, tag Crofton Community Schools to share your school spirit. If you have any questions or concerns or want to expedite the removal, please contact Jamie Stevens, 605-660-7794, or Monique Knapp, 918-698-3829. Thank you again for generously supporting our music students. It is truly appreciated by the music boosters and our outstanding musicians that Crofton brings forward year after year. On Friday, October 4th, FFA members will travel to Northeast Community College for the EDGE Conference.
The football team will also travel to Stanton to take on the Mustangs. Kickoff will be at 6:30.
On Saturday, the Marching Warriors will travel to Sioux Falls to compete in a field marching competition at Howard Wood Field.
On Monday, October 7th, the girls' golf team will travel to Battle Creek for a golf meet.
A Music Boosters meeting will also be held in the band room at 6.
On Tuesday, October 8th, there will be a 1 o'clock dismissal for parent-teacher conferences. Woohoo!
On Thursday, October 10th, Crofton will host the Mid-State Conference cross-country meet at the Lakeview Golf Course. The volleyball team will also take on the Wayne Lady Blue Devils at home.
On Friday, October 11th, there's no school. A teacher's in-service will be held from 8 till 12.
Crofton will take on the Cedar Catholic Trojans at home. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Jace.
And this is the Warrior Way News. See you next week.
Cause and Effect, Why It Happened and What Happened by Kaylee, Kyla, JC, and Sierra.
Definition. Cause and effect is one event bringing on another.
Cause No David is a good example of cause and effect because when David tried to reach for the cookies,
he got yelled at by his mom.
Because the corn got rained on last night,
It began to sprout through the soil.
Cause Quinn broke her arm,
Now she can't play volleyball.
If you give a pig a pancake,
she'll want some syrup to go with it.
Cause the Lorax is a good example of cause and effect because when the Once-ler cut down the trees,
It caused all the wildlife to die or move to new places.
cause and effect. Why it happened, what happened by Kaylee, Kyla, JC, and Sierra.